Hey Styles, welcome back to my channel. I'm Corey Style if you're new. Today I'll be doing a 5-fact video on things to do before coming to college. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, and this will be very helpful for any future college freshmen, whether you're starting in the fall, spring, whenever. But yeah, so if you're interested, stay tuned, and if you're starting college within the next few years, next few semesters, continue watching.
Now we're going up, hop about the whip and do the dash. Now we're going up,
I'm looking down at my laptop. Okay, so again, this is 5 things to do before coming to college. So number 1, I say make good grades while you're in high school. Make good grades, but definitely make good grades while you're in high school. And I say this because, like, okay, just a little backstory. When I was in school, like, you know, regular grade school or whatever, especially in high school, I didn't even think about coming to college, like, while I was in high school. Honestly, I was going to go straight into the military. But even without knowing that I was going to enter college, right after graduating from high school, I always wanted to make good grades. Like, I'm the type of person, like, whether I made a 90 or a 100, I'm still going to try to aim for something higher. Like, just because you made a 90 or 95 or 100 doesn't mean that that's the end point. Like, that's the limit. So I was always that type of person, like, okay, like, I can continue. Even, like, for example, even for, like, one of my math class, my sophomore year, I believe, maybe junior year, yeah, my math class, I already had an A in that class, but the teacher, she was offering extra credit to the whole class just because of, like, a few students was needed some extra credit, basically. And she wasn't the type of person that would just offer it to people who need it. She would just offer it to the class because, I mean, that's being fair. And I already had a 90 something in the class, so I was good. But like I said, that's not the limit. Like, I don't have to stop there. So I still took the opportunity to do the extra credit, and I finished the class with, I think, a 101 or 102. But yeah, so always aim for the best. And I'm saying all of this to say that your grades do matter. Like, for example, when you go into college, you're going to want a scholarship. You're going to want that 3.0 to get that Hope Scholarship. So always aim for the best, especially if you're going into college. Like, grades matter, especially when it comes to scholarships. So while you're in high school, honey, make good grades. Okay, so yeah, that's my first one. Make good grades. They matter. It will help you out, save you some money. The next tip, apply for scholarships. So in high school, I did not apply for scholarships at all because, I didn't really plan on coming to college straight out of high school. I was going to go to the military first. So yeah, I didn't apply for any scholarships, but definitely apply for scholarships. I know they have, like, the Coca-Cola scholarship. I know they have scholarships for, it's called something like, if you're the first in your family, first generation, or something like that. There's all different types of scholarships. So definitely make sure you check, ask your counselor, or I forgot the person who's over the seniors when it comes to applying for colleges and everything. But yeah, definitely take advantage of all of that, because you want to save a coin, sis. You do, brother, whoever's watching. But yeah, so definitely apply for scholarships. Even if you're unsure if you're not going into college, if you're going into college, I mean, I guess you can still apply for them. I mean, if you don't, I mean, you just won't use it. So yeah. Number 3, but definitely, if you know you're going to college, definitely apply for scholarships. Even if some still being handed down to you, still apply. Even if you're getting a like a sports scholarship, still get still apply for scholarships. They can help you. You never know what will happen in the future. because some people go on a sports scholarship, and what if some just stop playing sports? So you could still have a scholarship to fall back on. But yeah. Tip number 3, weigh your options. And what I mean by this is, know if you want to go to an HBCU, which is a historically black college or university, or do you want to go to a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution. And I believe they have PBIs now, because I think Clay State is considered PBI now, predominantly black institution. So some people didn't know about an HBCU. A lot of people, college isn't like a normal thing in some certain families, or something that people are really familiar with, especially if like sometimes people just go into workforce in some families. I know that's the case for me. But yeah, like for some people, going straight into the workforce or going into the military is a norm. Not always going to college is a norm for some people. So so yeah, I didn't hear about an HBCU until, I know it was definitely in high school though, because I love listening to band music. So yeah, you know what? I think I did know about HBCUs in middle school. Either way, yeah, that's what an HBCU is. That's what a PWI and PBI are. Okay. Also, with weighing your options, after knowing if you want to go to HBCU, PWI, or whatever, you need to know if you want to stay in state or out of state. And in state is the cheaper, more affordable option. But if you just always dream of going to a certain college and it's out of state, then live your dream, sis. Make it come true. But yeah, so make sure you weigh your options. Do a lot of research. Look for videos on YouTube. Go take tours and stuff like that, so you can actually get a feel and get familiar with the schools you're interested in. So number 4, complete your FAFSA. I don't know if it's pronounced FAFSA or FAFSA, because they have 2 F's in it, but everybody always say FAFSA. Basically, complete your federal student aid form, basically, application. I'll tell y'all what that stands for. I'm sorry. Well, FAFSA is just a free application for student aid, and it's used to determine your eligibility for student aid. That's how they know how much they're going to give you. That's how you know how much you're offered. So when it comes to financial aid, when you're a senior, you can fill it out October 1st of every year. That's when financial aid, you can fill out the form for the next year, not next semester, but your next year. So it's always October 1st, and the last day is always June 30th. So yeah. Oh, and I'm speaking for the United States, and I'm mainly speaking for Georgia. I don't know how other states go or other countries, but this is strictly for, I know, mainly for the United States and mainly for Georgia. When it comes to financial aid, you're selecting the schools that you're interested in. You'll see it when you go there, but you're selecting all the schools you're interested in. You got to fill out a portion about yourself, little personal information. Your parents got to fill out their part. And when it comes, I was actually looking at some videos. When it comes to filling that part out about the tax part, they say to choose the parent who get the least, who salary is the least, because you will be offered more money. So that's just a tip. But yeah, under financial aid, you will be offered grants, scholarship, and loans. I know I was watching a video of someone, I know she said she dropped out of college because she really didn't know that financial aid was a loan. But financial aid is not a loan, but financial aid have loans. She just thought that if you was offered financial aid, that meant you were good for school, like you didn't have to have a loan. Basically, she didn't know you had to pay it back. So let me make that clear, that you can be offered grants. Like I know in the state of Georgia, you're offered Pell Grants, the Hope Scholarship, and then there's loans as well. There's also the Zell Scholarship. Y'all can look up the requirements for these scholarships, but for Hope, for sure, like when you graduated from a high school and you have a 3.0, or higher, you're definitely getting Hope. Now with Zelle, I think you have a 3.6. I thought it was 3.5, but I think it's 3.6 or higher. You will be offered Zelle, and I think it's something else with that, because I thought I was supposed to get it because I had a 3.5 when I graduated from high school and I didn't get it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is 3.6 and some other requirements, but y'all can look into the actual requirements for those scholarships. Now when it comes to Pell Grant, I don't know all the requirements for Pell Grant, but I think it's just based on the salary or income of your parent or something like that. But yeah, you will know if you're getting that based on, once you do your application, your FAFSA application and everything. When it comes to loan, you will be offered unsubsidized and subsidized loans. And unsubsidized would mean that you have to pay the interest rate for the loan. And then the subsidized mean the government will pay it for you. And they also will offer you a Parent Plus loan. If you do not need the Parent Plus loan, do not accept that. That's a loan that your parent will be responsible for. So if you don't need it, do not accept it. That comes with any loans. If you don't need it, don't accept it. And always, well, of course, the grants and the scholarships are going to be pretty much automatically accepted, but always accept the subsidized before unsubsidized. So it's just a heads up. So last but not least, tip number 5 is pick your school. And when I say pick your school, this is probably like probably a month that you're about to graduate, or the semester you're graduating in. By this time, you want to know exactly where you want to go, even if it's during the summer. Pick your school. And what you can do is write down, because remember, you looked at your options back at step number 3. You weigh your options. You know that you want to go to a HBCU. You know that you want to go to a PWI. You know that you want to live in state. You know that you want to live out of state. You like those dorms. Like you don't want to use a community restroom. Stuff like that. So pick your option, and that's basically saying write down your pros and your cons. So again, if you're down to like your top 2 or your top 3, go ahead and list the pros and cons. Like this school have community restrooms. I don't want to do that. I have to share a room if I go to this school. I don't want to do that. That meal plan is too pricey. The tuition is too pricey. Just based on what you want at a school to have, go ahead, just make the list of pros and cons based off what you want and what you have found out about those schools. So yeah, just write down your pros and cons and make your final decision. So that's my tips. I hope that helped you all. For me, I didn't do any of this, but I'm actually happy where I am. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful. Share this video, share these tips with anyone you know who's about to enter college or whatever. So yeah. Oh wait, I also want to say, you can also get a summer job before going in the semester before starting college. Get a summer job, stack your money. But that's just an extra tip. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, I hope this video was helpful for you all. Again, share it if you can. Share the information. Give this video a like if you like this video, if you like this content. I'm doing pretty much college-based videos right now. So sorry. So yeah, if you like this content, leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. But again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the red button if you haven't already.